Hello, everyone. It's MsBThatsMe, and today we have Mr. Antoine Massey. He is one of 10 or 11 escaped inmates from the New Orleans prison. He and one other prisoner are still on the run. Over the weekend, we saw a video come out on Instagram proclaiming his innocence, and I wanted to talk about it in further detail.
Our family is going through. You niggas is opening up old wounds that we are trying to bury. We are trying to bury them. Y'all making my nephew out to be a monster. He is not a monster. Is Antoine a problem child? Of course. Anybody who know us know that. Has Antoine been a problem since day fucking one? Yes. But how did he get that way? Y'all know how he got that way. From watching his father get executed in front of him. But he's not the only one that it done affected. It affected his sister. It affected his mama. It affected all of his siblings. Do you understand what I'm saying? It affected all of them. But this is his story with it. His sister right now is locked up and incarcerated from allegedly helping him. Allegedly helping him. She ain't been right since she seen the murder of her father. I need for y'all to lift this family up in prayer. The tellers, where y'all at, man? Do y'all want to relive this shit again? Y'all still ain't healed from my brother death. Y'all still ain't healed from his death. And y'all gonna watch this shit go down in national TV, bro. I'm trying not to get upset because I've been crying all day at work today and I had to flip tables and now. This not his fault, y'all, and I'm not taking no sides. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. But this not for him, y'all. Because trust me, he's scared right now. He's scared. He want to go home. Because he the type of nigga, he will make decisions and think afterwards. Because he not all there. Am I saying he don't know right from wrong? Yes, he know right from wrong. He grown. But the system raised him. He been in jail 14 years of his life. Come home, domestic violence, he back in there. All he wanted to do is see his mama who just come home. All he wanted to do is see his baby graduate. But we know that's not the way of going by doing. But in his mind it is. It's his mind he can't do 14 more years. And the crazy part about it is he was the one with the lesser charges.
It sounds like the aunt is caping and covering for her nephew. And it sounds like she's also making up some excuses for some of the behaviors and for the reasons why he has spent half of his life in prison. I understand he grew up rough and he has a rough upbringing and he saw someone significant in his life unalived in front of him. I understand that trauma, but you should have gotten him the help that he needed to help process this trauma. Now we are here and he is on the run and he is an escapee from prison. What are we the people supposed to do about that?
I'm one of the ones that was let out of the GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here, man. St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. All allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in Centennial, right, and I was on a regular domestic charge, right. So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So with that being said, is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges, was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation. So once I got in Orleans Parish jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females. It's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. You know, she let them know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her, nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They say that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that in that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse discrimination. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't give me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. There's a lot of corruption, jiggins, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing. In the state of Louisiana, this is something that needs to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her. He never beat her. He was nowhere in her presence. This is the affidavits on the date right here. This is the drop form from the district attorney office. This woman went did this. I didn't do this. Look, it's legally dated. So I'm asking, please, for help. Young Boy, Meek Mills, people, LBL, you know what I'm saying? People that been through the system that know it's corrupt. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump, please, I'm asking for help. You know what I'm saying? When I get back in custody, I'm asking y'all, please, to come and help. You feel what I'm saying? I'm asking the world. I'm letting y'all know I'm not a raper, man. I'm not none of that. None of that. I'm a good person. I am a father that want to be in my children's life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the route. That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made Sterling lie on me. Out all the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling, ever. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present. My name is Antoine Massey. I'm asking for help. I was one of the ones that was let out Orleans Parish Jail on May the 16th or May the 15th, 2025. So please, Meek Mills, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, please help me. Lil Wayne, this is Big Antoine's son that's talking right now. I'm Lil Antoine. I was in your mama wedding when she married Rabbit. I was the ring boy, Lil Wayne.
This young man alleges that he was let out. He alleges that he is innocent. And that is a possibility that he is actually innocent and he didn't do all of the things that he's accused of. Allegedly, and according to the police, Mr. Massey told the worker he'd do something to him if he didn't cut the water supply, allowing the inmates to remove a toilet and crawl through a hole in the wall. But Massey says that that's cap. Instead, Mr. Massey claims he never made any threats and was let out as part of something deeper.
One of the Orleans jail escapees prompts a search of a home in New Orleans.
Todd Trung joins us with details on the search, which is now in its third week.
Well, Lauren, that social media video spread quickly after it was posted on Sunday, and a source tells Fox 8 that state police searched a home on Agriculture Street in the 7th Ward because of it. The source says officers got tips from relatives who recognized the backdrop in the social media video. According to the Associated Press, when investigators searched the home, they did not find Antoine Massey, but did find clothing they believed he was wearing in the video. Massey and convicted killer Derek Groves are the two remaining escapees who broke out of the Orleans Parish Jail on May 16th. 8 other inmates have been recaptured. Today, Governor Jeff Landry repeated the message authorities have been sending to the fugitives.
What I would urge is that those two quit the hide and seek game that we're playing, turn yourself in, and you'll be able to have your day in court.
Typically what happens is as time goes on, those resources dwindle and dwindle, and they're either forced to do something drastic, like further criminal action, a carjacking to get transportation, rob a store to get money.
And that was security consultant and former Secret Service agent Donald Lane. He says the social media video of Massey is bold but also desperate. Lane believes it shows Massey running out of options and trying to win over public opinion. The reward in this manhunt for Antoine Massey and Derek Groves is now up to $50,000 per fugitive. Reporting live, Tan Trung, Fox 8 Local First.
Escapee Antoine Massey before says it's only a matter of time before Massey and Derek Groves are caught again.
As Rob Besson reports, with the reward money now increased, dozens of bounty hunters may be looking to cash in.
I've dealt with Massey. I've personally arrested Massey.
Bail bondsman and electronic monitor specialist Matt Dennis has apprehended dozens of escaped prisoners and knows firsthand what escaped Orleans Parish inmate Antoine Massey is capable of.
When we dealt with Massey, I warned my team, be careful, he's playing stupid. You could tell that he wasn't stupid. You knew that he was looking for opportunities. So I actually made them use the full gear, the handcuffs, the shackles, and everything after he escaped us.
Dennis recaptured Massey in November of 2023, 2 hours after he cut off an electronic monitor.
When I saw his face on television after he escaped, I went, you got to be kidding me.
Now Massey, who's wanted for rape and kidnapping in St. Tammany, as well as domestic abuse and theft in Orleans Parish, along with Derek Groves, who's been linked to 4 killings, remain on the loose, and Dennis isn't surprised.
Massey's going to be high up on the food chain when it came to planning this. He didn't follow people out this hole. This is somebody who worked this and made this happen.
This is video just posted on an Instagram account by Massey, which a law enforcement source says they are now looking into. He's proclaiming his innocence. This video notwithstanding, last week authorities raised the reward of $50,000 for Massey's rearrest, and some bounty hunters may be encouraged.
The last I know, there was 900 licensed bail agents in Louisiana.
Matt Dennis says Derek Groves and Antoine Massey are still out because clearly they had a better escape plan with resources.
Whatever they're hiding with, it's got to be funded. When that funding runs out, they're not going to be hiding anymore.
Dennis says one thing more than any other often forces people on the run to resurface.
Believe it or not, in our world, looking for people, when the number one thing that drives a guy back out of hiding is he needs a shower.
And Dennis and others say it's only a matter of time.
They're going to get tired and frustrated as they try to move around Louisiana or move around the metropolitan area. They know the walls are closing in.
Any thoughts on where they might be?
Not far. They're not far.
And Matt Dennis says wider use of facial recognition technology could have possibly resulted in the escapees being recaptured by now. Again, the reward has been increased to $50,000 on both Massey and Groves. If you know anything about their whereabouts, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 822-1111. Lauren?
Antoine, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your video and I see your video. I'm just happy to see that you are alive and not dead. Alive and not dead. But I know you a survivor. And I know God's words are real and they are powerful. I know that hearing your mama verse and my daddy verse was going to soften you. And I know you see how I done jumped out there in that water with you. Pastor Brown them have all this set up already for you. Call them. Call Pastor Brown now. Him and the major man who be in the courtrooms with all the heavy cases is willing to walk you in, son. I know you saw the videos. I know you see me how I done jumped in that water with you. Call him. I'm happy to see you alive. I'm happy to see that you're doing the right thing. You're trying to do it safe. But you don't have to do this alone. We are here with you, son. The people is waiting on you. They will walk you in there personally. We know the system corrupt. I tried to let them see who and what you was. I tried. Do you understand? But they don't know us. They don't know us from a can of paint. So I'm asking you to continue to do the right thing. I'm proud to see that you was bold enough to do this. But I feel like you coming to an end with it. You running out of resources. You running out of time. Let's end it. Let's end it. Let's end it now. Let's end it now. I'm going to put Pastor Brown's number on the screen. Call Pastor Brown because everything you need, Pastor Brown have. He have it. Do it now.
Here is an official statement from Sheriff Susan Hudson regarding video circulating of Antoine Massey. The Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office is aware of a video circulating online that appears to show Antoine Massey, one of two individuals still at large following a recent escape from the Orleans Justice Center. If the individual depicted in the video is indeed Antoine Massey, we strongly urge him to come forward and turn himself in to the proper authorities. Cooperating with law enforcement is in his best interest and may help avoid additional charges. It is important that justice is served appropriately and that due process is followed. We continue to work closely with local, state, and federal partners to ensure both individuals are completely apprehended. Anyone with information should contact Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. You can remain anonymous.